Another AEW star makes a shock New Japan Pro Wrestling return. Plus, we have an update on Rhea Ripley's WWE comeback. And we have a WWE Backlash rumor killer. It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling News right now. So Power Struggle took place from New Japan. We saw Kenny Omega make his return to New Japan Pro Wrestling, get into a bit of a scuffle with Gabe Kidd. But he wasn't the only AEW star returning to the New Japan ring.
So we were watching Zack Sabre Jr. beat Shingo Takagi last night for that big bloody IWGP heavyweight title, which came home, Tom. I don't know if you didn't know this.
Wrestling's coming home.
It came home. It came all over the shop. It was fantastic.
Didn't we all?
But bloody who would turn up and confront the champion? It would be bloody Trevor Mann. It would be Ricochet, everybody. Who's that jumping out the sky? R-I-C-O.
Rico! He looks so good to me! Ricochet rocking up, springboard clothesline to the champ and lays down the challenge for the IWGP title at AEW Wrestle Dynasty. It looked like Ricochet was going to continue the beating on Zack Sabre Jr., but he was shooed away by Shota Umino. And that led to Zack Sabre Jr. getting in the face of Shota.
Yeah.
Shota shooting.
And Shota shooting.
Shota shooting with the Death Rider.
But Zack seemed to be game for the Shota shooting.
He did seem game for the Shota shooting. So how this is all shaping up, it looks as if we're going to be getting Zack Sabre Jr. versus Shota Umino at Wrestle Kingdom. And then the following night at Wrestle Dynasty, we're getting Ricochet challenging Zack Sabre Jr., presumably if he's still the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
Will Trevor still be interested if Zack's not the champion?
Well,
I assume so.
Yeah. He just goes, nah, I'll leave it, it's fine. But it was the first time that Ricochet has been in a New Japan ring since 2017. He was a massive part of the junior heavyweight division, winner of the Best of Super Juniors in 2017, and former tag champ in the junior heavyweight tag division as well, with Matt Sydal and Taguchi respectively.
And I don't know if you saw that match he had with Will Ospreay once, but that was over there as well, and it caused a couple of headlines.
It literally caused Vader to come out of retirement. That match did, yeah. So he's got a bit of l'histoire in New Japan Pro Wrestling as Ricochet, and he's going to be headlining Wrestle Kingdom. Oh, no, sorry, he's not going to be headlining. He's going to be one of the headline matches for Wrestle Dynasty.
The day after.
The day after Wrestle Kingdom. And now, Raw last night was taped in Saudi Arabia on Sunday. So we talked about some of the things that happened on yesterday's news video. But we got some of the taped inserts that we didn't see to talk about today, including one involving The Miz.
Yeah, so we're having an interview with Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods backstage, and all of a sudden, ba-boo, there's a shoot cut. Then The Miz is all tied up on a chair, but he's got Uncle Howdy's, like a variation of Uncle Howdy's mask on. His mouth is taped up. We see some footage from the B Team, go way back in the day, which brings in Bo Dallas, who then just starts talking smack to The Miz. And The Miz, it turns out, Tom, has got the wrong end of the stick.
Yeah, because The Miz thought that they were after the final testament of the Wyatt Six, and they're like, no, we're after you. Made lots of Bible-based comments about serpents reflecting on The Miz. So I think this is sort of Bo Dallas weaving that story back in about the Miztourage and the B Team and all that.
They were his bitches back in the day.
They were indeed. And it looks like the end has come for The Miz, because as the segment ended, we had Mercy the Buzzard sneaking up behind The Miz. It looked like he snapped his neck.
My God. He could be dead.
Could be dead. No one's thinking of that. Miz could be dead. Could be dead. This felt like a bit of a return to form for the Wyatt Six.
Yeah.
I feel like they've just been sort of lost in the woods a little bit over the last couple of weeks, but this felt like a return to how they should be.
Yeah, it started off well with the weekly getting to know you promos of each member of that. We were quite enjoying that. Then they had the stuff with obviously Chad Gable and the lads, which they won ultimately, but since then it feels like they've been spinning their wheels slightly, so this feels like we're going back again with some more brutal stuff, which is nice to see.
Nice to see.
Love a hostage situation. Who does it on a Tuesday morning,
Do you know what? Tuesday mornings for me is a lovely cup of coffee, classic FM calm on in the background for the cat, and a hostage situation involving The Miz.
Could I have the police, please? I don't know why I put a French accent on.
They've already grabbed me by the gendarmes.
I was going to send them round to your flat.
Oh, no. Good luck with that. Pablo will fight them. We send our best today to one of the OC, Carl Anderson, out of action for a spell now. He revealed on his Insta that he's just had surgery. We don't quite know the extent of what the surgery is, but he thanked Dr. Dugas in Birmingham, Alabama, Alabama for fixing him, and he said, we'll see you after WrestleMania. We'll know more on the Talking Shop podcast this Thursday.
So make sure you tune in, everybody. What a shameless plug from Carl.
Very shameless.
But you can see why he did it, yeah.
Yeah, they haven't had lots to do lately.
They've been making Hank and Tank look like global superstars,
They
have you know, Tom?
have been making Hank and Tank look like
Hank and Tank, I think, got not just one, Tom, but 2 wins over Gallows and Anderson, who have done a few things in the tag team game, which means Hank and Tank are now basically the #1 contenders for the NXT Tag Team Championship.
Hank and Tank are basically Bullet Club now.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
But they take real bullets because they are born as security guards, Tom.
They certainly
really do.
So whether or not we see Luke Gallows in this time period, I don't know. We weren't seeing a lot of Gallows and Anderson as a team. I imagine we'll see even less of Luke Gallows.
He can do stuff, Carl. He's just a good lad, and he just come round, have a couple of brewskis and all that sort of carny talk.
Yeah, he is a good brother, you would say, because he's from the Good Brothers.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind him aligning with Hank and Tank, to be fair. I think that would work as a partnership or a trio.
So that might be something that maybe, with Carl out of the picture, Luke Gallows can say, look, I'm going to lend my services to you guys and get you up to the top. And then once they get to the top...
Like a shepherd for young wrestlers.
Shepherd.
Come on in.
He comes back as an actual shepherd.
Yes, it's NXT.
Come by.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
He has an interview show called The Paddock. Did he put sheep in a paddock? Maybe. Farmers, let me know. Shepherds, let me know. Interesting story regarding Jacob Fatu that's re-emerged in the past couple of days.
So I'll read this verbatim just so I get it right. Jacob Fatu was paid to attend a charity event which he ended up missing, citing a family issue is the quotation there. The charity asked Jacob to return the money that they had prepaid for his appearance, but he never did, with Jacob reportedly ghosting them completely.
Yeah, Jen Harper, the Director of Development for Jake's Network of Hope in Wisconsin, recently released a statement to Sports Illustrated about the issue, and they say Jacob Fatu and our organisation are addressing this matter privately, beginning with a phone call and a heartfelt apology back in May. While the full amount owed hasn't yet to be repaid, we appreciate Jacob's acknowledgement, and it's tough to face up to your wrongdoings, and we commend him for taking steps towards confronting this. So,
that's nice to hear. He'll get sorted out in the end.
You'd hope so. By this point now, he's on some WWE money. I think it was just under $3,000. They prepaid him, and then he says there was a family issue and he couldn't make it. They said, "Can we have the money back?" And he just vanished off the face of the earth. So looks as if they're getting that resolved now, which is good news. Yeah. We've got this resolved now as well, which was something that did the rounds on socials yesterday. It was revealed in speech marks that WWE Backlash will emanate from the Tokyo Dome in Japan. Bollocks. Bollocks.
Big hairy bollocks.
Yeah, there was a few sites. I think it was a spoof or a parody or a boredom-based WrestleVotes account. It wasn't WrestleVotes themselves. It was an account that looks like WrestleVotes.
Right.
They just randomly post stuff. I guess, it's either that or, get another hobby like Lego.
Yeah. However, though, Tom, they cast the line, so to speak, and they got a large fish on, as Jeremy Wade would say. They arguably got the biggest fish on.
They caught a whopper of a grouper in the form of Dave Meltzer, who was the one that then went, they're doing Backlash in Tokyo. And this was Dave, come on, pal. Then Fightful Select, and eventually the Wrestling Observer walked this back and went, no, it's both WWE Backlash isn't happening in Tokyo. It was, and there's a lot of detractors for Dave Meltzer. I think something like this does him no favors.
Nah.
And I think it's ludicrous how many people bit on this. I saw a few quite reputable wrestling people sharing this and retweeting it and getting it shared. And despite the fact that it was debunked, they just left the post up because they want to make some money from engagement, which is a real shame.
Yeah.
But regardless, look, just because a nice graphic exists, you shouldn't be fooled by things like that. With that in mind, we can officially reveal that WWE Night of Champions will emanate from Whitby in 2025. We can confirm that officially today. That's going to be a great one. Night of Champions in Whitby.
And we've got a special celebrity appearance, everybody. Graham Norton will be challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship, taking on Gunther in a strap match. That is revealed exclusively here on the news this morning. Graham Norton versus Gunther in a strap match.
Strap up for that one, and make sure you tell all news outlets that is exactly what is happening, because you saw a graphic that said so, and there's no reason to question it. Right, we'll end on an update regarding Rhea Ripley. So Rhea Ripley, written off WWE programming at NXT a couple of weeks ago. Broken orbital bone.
It's a shoot, apparently, Tom. It's a shoot.
A shoot broken orbital bone.
But not because of the attack. The attack was done because of the shoot injury.
Yes.
What came first, the chicken or the orbital bone?
That's the time-honoured question. A few people say that it was a headbutt that she received during a match. A few others said it might be some other moves that took place. Regardless, it's a legitimate injury and she is out. WWE may have accidentally spoiled when her return is going to be, because yesterday they made the announcement that they've got this big pre-WrestleMania tour going across Europe. We're going to see SmackDown and Raw emanating from Scotland, from England, from Italy, from Spain.
Yeah.
And loads of live events in between. And Rhea Ripley is listed as one of the talents that will be appearing. Now, obviously, it's always talent subject to change when it comes to stuff like this. But if you knew somebody was going to be out for a prolonged amount of time, you wouldn't put their name in there.
Nah, she'll be back soon anyway. Undertaker did it with the Phantom of the Opera mask, doing the wrestling. She'll be able to do the same, and it'll look cool AF up the mother in her mask.
Up the mother, well and truly in her mask. It will look fabulous when she does so. And I kind of get a vibe that she's going to be back and winning the Rumble.
Oh!
Yeah, she's my Rumble pick now.
Should have got to have someone else push, Tom. There's just Rhea Ripley and Liv on Raw, isn't there? Nobody else.
Just mother. No thoughts, just vibes.
What more do you need,
mother.
to be fair? Yeah, you don't need much else, do you, to be fair?
You only need mother. So if you are going to be part of the pre-WrestleMania European tour, there's a good chance that you'll be seeing mother on that tour as well. Now, brand new WTF moment landed on our Patreon.
Yeah, this live crown jewel went live yesterday. Thank you for the nice responses in the chat. If you're on the Patreon now, just tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. I'll read the feedback and I'll take it on board and change things accordingly. Now you can have that direct access. You're now me boss, essentially. So let me know how you feel about it at patreon.com/Cultaholic if you can. Thank you.
And for the very latest wrestling news at any time, you can check out Cultaholic.com. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.